Linux is often celebrated for its freedom and cost efficiency, but not all distributions are entirely free. Some distros offer premium features, unique support structures, and enterprise-grade services that come at a price, whether it's a streamlined customization, extended security updates, or fully baked-in professional software suites. Paid Linux distributions target users and organizations willing to invest in convenience, reliability, and enhanced functionality. In this overview, we will explore 4 Linux-based options that require payment: Zorin OS Pro, Linspire, Archcraft Prime, and Ubuntu Pro, outlining their features, advantages, drawbacks, and ideal use cases. Let's first start with the Zorin OS Pro. Overview and cost. Zorin OS Pro is a flagship paid edition of Zorin OS, a user-friendly distribution built atop Ubuntu LTS, while the free Core edition already provides multiple desktop layouts and essential applications. Zorin OS Pro unlocks additional proprietary desktop themes, example Windows 11 and macOS style, a suite of pre-configured productivity and creativity tools, and dedicated commercial support. As of mid-2025, the one-time fee for Zorin OS Pro is approximately 39 to 48 pounds, around 47.99 US dollars per license. Now, let's talk about the key features. Premium desktop layouts. 6 extra layouts mimicking Windows 11, macOS, and other modern UIs, configurable via the Zorin Appearance tool. Bundled creative and productivity software. A curated suite of professional-grade applications, example video editing, Photoshop-compatible image editor, audio workstation, 3D graphic tools, which are pre-installed and pre-configured, enabling users to begin creative work immediately. Seamless Windows app support. Integrated wine and bottle tools let users install and run many Windows programs without manual configuration. Ubuntu LTS stability. Based on Ubuntu 23.10 LTS or later, ensuring up to 5 years of core support for the underlying OS. Now let's start with the pros. Time saving for beginners. Newcomers to Linux can skip hours or maybe days of manual theme tweaks and software installations, thanks to Zorin cohesive out-of-the-box experience. User-friendly design. The distribution emphasizes a graphical interface, reducing terminal dependencies for common tasks. Long-term stability. Leveraging Ubuntu LTS guarantees security and stability for several years. Now, let's talk about the cons. DIY replication possible. Advanced users can manually install GNOME extensions, GTK themes, icon packs, and open source software to approximate many pro features, though it requires substantial effort and tech skill. Delayed upstream versions. Because Zorin bases itself on Ubuntu LTS, new Zorin releases may debut months after an upstream Ubuntu LTS is released, potentially delaying the latest kernel and package updates. So who it's ideal for? Linux newcomers and Windows or Mac migrants. Those seeking a familiar desktop metaphor with minimal configuration overhead. Creative professionals on a budget. Users who want professional-grade editing tools without spending hours sourcing and configuring open source alternatives. Terminal-averse users. Those who prefer graphical utilities for system management and app installation. Now, minimum system requirements. Processor: 1 GHz dual-core 64-bit CPU, Intel or AMD. RAM: 1.5 GB or 4 GB recommended for Pro with heavier workloads. Storage: 40 GB free disk space. Graphics: 800 x 600 resolution or 1080p or higher recommended for Pro layouts. Number 2. Linspire. Overview and cost. Linspire is a commercial Debian or Ubuntu-based distribution aimed at non-technical users and small to medium enterprises needing turnkey functionality rather than forcing novices to assemble drivers, codecs, and commonly productivity tools. Linspire provides a curated software stack optimized for broad hardware compatibility. A one-time self-support license starts at $39.99 approximately 35 euros for single use, while a 12-month support subscription offering help desk access and other enterprise features runs around $59.99. Now, key features. Robust hardware support. Maintains an extensive driver database certified by Oracle and IBM to deploy cloud solutions, ensuring compatibility with a wide range of laptops, desktops, and peripherals. Pre-installed productivity and media software. Includes Chrome or Chromium, Evolution Mail, multimedia codecs, VS Code, Clang or GCC compilers, and essential Office tools out of the box. 7-year support cycle. Subscription users receive up to 7 years of package updates and security patches, eliminating the need for frequent OS updates in enterprise contexts. Now, pros. Enterprise and educational certification. Recognized by major vendors for cloud deployments and adopted by schools, government agencies, and small businesses that lack dedicated IT staff. All-in-one convenience. Reduces setup time by bundling everyday applications and media codecs. Ideal for users unfamiliar with Linux package management. Tiered support options. Offers a basics license for cost-conscious users and a premium subscription for organizations seeking guaranteed assistance. Now, cons. Design and aesthetic criticism. The default themes and icon sets can feel dated compared to modern GNOME or KDE designs, potentially making the UI less appealing. Limited customizability for experts. Power users might find bundled configurations restrictive, preferring to install and configure packages manually on a free Ubuntu base. Now, who it's ideal for? Non-technical Linux newcomers. Users who need a functional desktop that just works without command line tinkering. Support-dependent organizations. Small businesses, schools, and non-profits requiring commercial support at a predictable cost. Hardware resource constrained deployments. Instance where compatibility with legacy or usual hardware is crucial, benefiting from Linspire driver certifications. Now, minimum system requirements. Processor 64-bit x86-64 CPU, dual core is recommended. RAM 4 GB is minimum and 8 GB recommended for comfortable performance. Storage 20 GB free disk space. Graphics, any GPU with UEFI or legacy BIOS support. Specific driver support included in Linspire database. Number 3. Archcraft Prime. Overview and cost. Archcraft Prime, sometimes called Premium or Archcraft Prime Edition, is the paid extension of Archcraft, a minimalist Arch Linux derivative. While the free Archcraft Edition comes with around 15 themes for OpenBox and BSPWM window managers. Archcraft Prime bundles all exclusive window manager themes, including i3WM, Sway, Wayfire, River, Hyperland, and NewYum, pre-installed and pre-configured in a single ISO. Users can choose a one-time payment of $55.55 in exchange for supporting the project, or purchase specific window manager or themes pack for as little as $5.99 each. Now, key features. All-in-one premium ISO, OpenBox, DSPWM, I3WM, and every exclusive Wayland compositor, which is Sway, Wayfire, River, Hyperland, NewYum, pre-configured with handcrafted dot files, scripts, and Roofy menus. Unlimited theme variations. Users can mix and match color palettes, widget styles, and icon sets across window managers, resulting in dozens of unique layouts without manual configuration. Lightweight rolling release base. Built atop Arch Linux rolling release module, granted access to the AUR, which is Arch User Repository, for thousands of community packages and receiving updates as soon as upstream commits lands. Now, pros. Extremely lightweight. Designed for users who want maximum performance on older or resource-limited hardware. The ISO itself can run comfortable in under 500 MB of RAM. Curated aesthetic and functionality. For enthusiasts who appreciate minimalism and a custom-crafted interface, each window manager receives a polished, hand-designed configuration out of the box. Rolling release model. Immediate access to the newest kernels, drivers, and packages without waiting for periodic point releases. Now, cons. Steeper learning curve. Arch-based systems require routine maintenance, example, manual package updates, occasionally conflict resolutions, making them less suited for Linux novices. Terminal-intensive usage. Even with the pre-configured themes, users must be comfortable editing dot files and using the command line to fully leverage Archcraft's flexibility. Niche appeal. The aesthetic focus and reliance on window managers means those expecting a traditional desktop environment, GNOME or KDE, may feel out of the place. So who it's ideal for? Experienced Arch enthusiasts. People who already use Arch or Archcraft and want a faster way to deploy a polished window manager setup. Minimalist aficionados. Users who prioritize aesthetics and performance above all else, willing to invest time in mastering tiling window managers. Reviving legacy hardware. Anyone seeking a near bare bones environment to maximize usable life of older laptops or desktops. Now, minimum system requirements. Processor. 64-bit x86-64 CPU. Most any dual or quad-core Intel or AMD processors from the past decade will suffice. RAM 1GB or 2GB plus recommended for comfortable performance with multiple windows or capacitors. Storage 10GB free disk space, more if installing additional packages. Graphics, any GPU with open source or proprietary Linux driver support. Wayland compositors may require up-to-date Mesa drivers for proper functionality. Now finally, the Ubuntu Pro. Overview and cost. Ubuntu Pro is not a standalone distribution, but rather an extended support subscription for Ubuntu LTS releases. By default, Ubuntu LTS editions receive 5 years of security updates. Ubuntu Pro extends this window to 10 years for packages in both the main official Ubuntu and Universe community-maintained repositories. It also offers optional 24/7 enterprise-grade support, live kernel patching, FIPS-certified crypto modules, and compliance tools, making it attractive for servers, organizations in regulated industries, and users who require extended stability. Ubuntu Pro is a free for personal use on up to 5 machines or up to 50 machines for active Ubuntu community members. Beyond that, pay tiers starts at roughly $25 per machine per year for large enterprise deployments. Now, key features. Broadened security coverage. 10 years of vulnerability fixes for Ubuntu main and universe packages. Over 25,000 packages versus the standard 5 years. Live patch service. Critical kernel updates can be applied without rebooting, minimizing downtime for production systems. Compliance and certified modules. FIPS 140 compliant cryptographic libraries and CIS desasting profiles help organizations adhere to regulatory frameworks which is HIPAA, PCI, ISO, etc. Landscape integration. Enhanced system management at scale, monitoring, patching, and compliance reporting through Canonical's landscape service. 24/7 support, which is optional. Enterprises can add phone and email support contracts with guaranteed SLAs. Now, pros. Long-term stability. Organizations running critical workloads appreciate knowing that security patches will be delivered for a full decade, reducing the need for disruptive OS upgrades. Free tier for personal use. Home users and small team can leverage Ubuntu Pro's full benefits, up to 5 machines, at no cost, making it an appealing option even outside enterprise contexts. Comprehensive compliance tooling for regulated industries, for example, healthcare, finance, government. Ubuntu Pro's certified packages and compliance modules simplify audit readiness. Now, cons. Not geared toward cutting-edge software. Users seeking the very latest desktop or kernel features may find Ubuntu Pro's conservative update policy too slow. Account requirement. To activate Ubuntu Pro, users must create or use an existing Ubuntu One account, which some may perceive as unnecessary overhead. Cost for large fleets. Beyond the free 5-machine tier, per machine pricing can add up for organizations with dozens or hundreds of servers. So who it's ideal for? Enterprises and SMBs. Businesses requiring long-term security maintenance and compliance. Example, financial institutions, healthcare providers, government agencies. Ubuntu-powered home labs. Enthusiasts running home servers or NAS setups who want extended patch coverage without paying. Ubuntu Pro remains free for up to 5 devices. Cloud-hosted workloads. Organizations leveraging Ubuntu on AWS, Azure, or GCP can take advantage of Ubuntu Pro for live kernel patching and compliance in production. Now, minimum system requirements. Because Ubuntu Pro extends standard Ubuntu LTS releases, it inherits their minimum requirements. Processor, 2 GHz dual-core processor or equivalent. RAM, 4 GB or 8 GB plus recommended for server or desktop use. Storage, 25 GB free disk space, additional for logs and snapshots. Network, internet connection for live patch and landscape integration, which is for optional. So which distro should you choose? For desktop newcomers and casual users, Zorin OS Pro and Linspire excel at delivering an intuitive, polished experience without requiring advanced Linux knowledge. If customization and an extensive creative suite are important, Zorin OS Pro edges out Linspire. However, Linsspire's competitive pricing and 7-year support window may appeal to budget-conscious users and small businesses. For customization enthusiasts and performance-focused users, Archcraft Prime is ideal for those who release mastering tiling window managers, demand minimal resource usage, and want a ready-made, aesthetically pleasing Arch Linux setup. Its one-time $55.55 US fee rewards users with unlimited theme combinations across multiple window managers for servers and enterprise deployments. Ubuntu Pro is unmatched if you need extended security maintenance, compliance certifications, and optional 24/7 support. The free personal use tier makes it appealing for home labs, while larger organizations can scale Ubuntu Pro's features across dozens or hundreds of machines with transparent pricing. No matter which distribution you choose, paying for Linux is not just about unlocking premium software, it's an investment in convenience, support, extended security, and time saving. By weighing each distro's strengths against your technical comfort level, budget, and long-term needs, you can decide which paid Linux distribution best complements your workflows or organization. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.